What's up, champions? The boy Lyman Africa here. Now we're back with Ajuma. Na unajua nilikuwa nataka nikute ile jina ya slow.
Oh.
Slovadan. Milosovic.
Yeah.
Hebu tuambie hiyo jina ambayo inatoka wapi mse? Hiyo jina ni
actually
it's a very complicated one.
If you are a well-read man into history.
Lokna.
Endelea. Wewe unachanganya channel hivi.
If you are
ruta niangalia.
If you're a well-read man into history, you'll understand. If you read too much into the Soviet Union or whatever, you'll understand. You'll get to know this man from Serbia, or who presidented Serbia from, I think it's 1990 to late 1990 and something. Heading towards 2000, it was called Slobodan. I think Slobodan Milosevic. Yeah. A very, I'll say, not rebellious, but a revolutionary leader who helped Serbia a lot. You know, Serbia is just besides Russia. Yeah, Serbia and Russia was once one nation under Soviet Union. So he helped Russia, and everyone who becomes wise and these days, they are the great men who want to silence them, in the name of saying that they are, how do you say, they are tyrants or whatever. So that name comes from that man.
Oh, like who the other one who was called a tyrant. Gaddafi.
Yeah, they labeled him a tyrant, and he was not a tyrant. It turns out that he was a tyrant.
Yeah. Nowadays, I read about him some few days ago, and I was finding out that he was doing some huge economical reforms in his country, in her country.
Yeah, you know, Libya is a very how will I say it? Like Libya is a very resourceful nation in terms of oil. That we know with the all Arab countries. They are deserted, but they have oil. They have oil. So, with this vision, by then Gaddafi had become a president of Africa Union. Yeah, he was a president of Africa Union then. How was it called? Yeah.
Was the president? No, the one that Raila was wanted to.
Yeah, the one that Raila was aspiring to. So he was a president, and he thought it wise. He came with a vision to unite Africa, the whole Africa, so that we have one currency. The man was too much into the vision that he had already planned everything. He had the paperwork, the blueprint. I'll say. There was the African currency was going to be of a gold coin. Gold is so valuable that every currency is managed under gold, like the dollar against the gold. The France, they have gold. They have gold in IMF. Germany, they have gold in IMF. Every country, they have gold. And these gold bars, there were too many. The gold bars in Libya by then, before Gaddafi was assassinated, were too many. And after assassination, the exploiters, who are, I think, the NATO, they took all the golds. And where do they take this gold? Who runs NATO, by the way?
United States of America.
Exactly. That's what. So they label every good person, every good leader, a tyrant. The other day they said this man from Burkina Faso. How do you call him?
But the guy is very.
How do you call this man from
Burkina Faso? He's Anitwa.
Traore.
Yeah, Traore. Yeah.
So the other man, the army man from United States who represents the United States in Africa, said that Traore is a tyrant.
Yeah, some people must label him that way because it's not like anaweza bamba kila mtu. No. That is how the world goes. Even Jesus, imagine Jesus hakubamba kila mtu. So wewe ni nani?
Exactly.
So mimi siku hizi I'm just you read about someone, you read even about the history, how someone was born and everything, and you find out that this is someone he's been reformative from the place of birth, from the things that he's been doing. Achana hata na siasa, achana na PR, because people sikizo kuna PR nyingi sana. They just wakutuna PR, yani akutuna mse fulani wa, if you see a camera they switch up their behavior, they switch up everything.
Okay.
But I read the story of Traore and Umse amekuwa mziki kutoka kitambo, and he didn't want to overturn the government like people have said. It was the last of he had tried, they had tried everything else. But sasa ilifika point yenye inabidi.
Actually that's okay,
because the government and French ilikuwa kitu kimoja, and hiyo ndio ilikuwa na umiza economy.
Yeah, like let me say like what is happening now in Kenya. Someone may say that the Gen Zs are just a piece of people who are rebellious, but I don't call them rebellious people. These are people responding to betrayal. At the other time they demonstrated, and they have things that were supposed to be
changed.
Yeah. And today you find that the very things that we fought for are the very things that have been governing us from December, as how do you call him? The leader, majority leader, Kimani Ichung'wah said the other day that these people, they demonstrated what they demonstrated against, we passed again in December. You see? And those are the things that have been coming from December till now. They also passed another bill that is going to affect us greatly. Yeah, another bill that is coming that is going to affect us. I know our politicians, they are making, they are trying to use this divide and rule system. Yeah? And they are using it smartly because they know very well they lack job. A lot of us, we are jobless. Yeah? So they take a good percentage of us, then give them a good amount, because some of us are very frustrated. They have been into drugs, they have been into all these things. Then they take them, they give them the 500 shillings and say that now you go and tackle this. These are the youths. Then we fight each other, we kill each other. But at the end of the day, it is all of us who are going to be affected. It is not the politicians, because a politician, let me say for example, an MP doesn't pay hospital bills. It runs with a paid fuel. All these things. You get a salary for sitting somewhere and representing anything that has been spoken by the so-called, how do you call it? How do you call them? These big politicians. How do you call them?
The big politicians.
Oh, the cabinet secretaries.
No. There's this overall name that the elites.
Yeah. The elite society.
Yeah. They go and represent the elites because, I mean, tell me why a member of parliament who represents somewhere like Awendo constituency goes sits in the parliament, knowing very well the situation in Awendo constituency, and pass a bill that is not going to favor his people, that is going to undermine the rights of the young people in Awendo constituency. Not just Awendo constituency, but all constituencies in Kenya. Because we know very well that our constituency lack a lot. We lack a lot of things. Not just our constituencies, our counties, our villages, leave alone our villages, our households. We lack a lot of things. So these people are being paid to pass bill. Why should the government pay another money so that a bill can be passed if it is a good bill? So everything that is being labeled rebellious is not always as it is. So yeah,
that is the truth. And how about the last time that we talked, we didn't really bring out your history. Tuachane na history zote za watu, tuanze na yako. Who are you in Simba? Where Nandy?
Thank you. I knew that will come. Actually, I'm Odongo slower than those. I'll try using that last name.
Okay.
Yeah, Odongo slower than those. Actually, I can't say very well where I'm born because
Why?
I haven't had the opportunity to speak. Okay, I didn't have opportunity to ask my mom that where was I born. Like, you know, these people who know that I was born in Mombasa, this such and an hospital, this. But me realizing myself, I think that the first time, to be precise, it was when I was in nursery school. I took my nursery in Susana. Some part in nursery. My schooling mostly in Susana. I had a school in Noma Bay called Rajuaka. You know Rajuaka? I went to Rajuaka. Down there's a part that I went to Janairo. Yeah. So Rajuaka and this all schools, it was 2 terms. One term this, the other term this.
Why?
Then I came back here. No, when I went to Rajuaka, I was in class 1. As early. That was in class 1. And the first time we did an exam, I was on the top of the class. I being on the top of the class, you know, we were only 20 pupils in that class. So my parents were like, how can it lead only 20? How can you lead only 19 people? That school must not be serious. Then I had to be transferred to another school. The other school, I was so stubborn. I didn't want to stay too much away from home because you know that at least we had some freedom. We could go outside the school. It was also a boarding school, but we could go outside. Rajuaka is in Rangwe actually. We could go outside Rangwe's a bit. And then now.
So wait. Before you go to the next school, so you were born. Some people say, like you've said, people tell you that you're born in Mombasa.
No. I would say some people know that. Like I was speaking of some people who can narrate their history, but for me, I'm not quite sure.
You're not quite sure where you're born.
Yeah.
You're not quite sure where you're born in the hospital or outside.
I'm not quite sure. I can't tell that.
You can't tell that, can you?
But actually, with that, seeing those who came after me, I can say I was actually born in an hospital.
No, you can't say that.
I can tell.
You can't tell because literally you saw your siblings being born in hospitals.
Yeah.
Maybe with me, I was not born in a hospital. But then I confirmed with my mom. I was not born in a hospital. I was born with midwife. She was on her way to the midwife's boma, and alifika hapo hivyo midwife akampea dawa fulani yangu because nilikuwa nimepita na some man. So alikuwa huu mse lazima atoke sasa. Sikuwa nataka kutoka. So midwife ilibidi amempea some drug hapo hivyo ndo akameza ndo sasa hiyo the labor pain ikaanza.
Actually that's true. You know a lot of us
aliza in the compound. Hapo ni zata ndani. I'm telling you. You told me that nilikuwa ni huko majioni and the labor pain ilianza and sasa ilibidi so the midwife alimsaidia and akaza and those happy kwa some tree hapo in the compound of the midwife's compound. Yeah, ndo sasa ndo story yote ya hiyo ku-officiate ni nini tukaenda usi bla bla bla. Yeah, because hiyo labor pain ilimwanza hapo na so unajua mimi I have that story because my mom I had to confirm. It is from this podcast that I had to call my mom and confirm by the way where specifically and how did it happen. So for clarification and for you to just know because maybe you don't know. Unaweza ambiwa sasa ulizaliwa kwa ndege. We have people who are born in Russia. We interviewed
Meklovic.
We interviewed Jaba.
Meklovic is a Russian name.
Yeah. He was born in Russia. Raised with a Russian mom. Just saw kahamia Kenya. And then from Kenya Nakuru, from Nakuru I went and then he started the first cyber in Jemo, Jazz. Yeah. So you can see that Kenya top that the mom maybe met here and blah blah. No, the father actually went to study there.
Okay.
Then they fell in love there and was born there and wanted to be raised there, but now the father had to come. Yeah.
Actually.
So please,
we need to know our history.
Yeah, you need to read it.
But for me, I can't tell now because my mom is delayed. So I can't tell that. So actually, you know,
from your dad then. And okay, maybe half information. Yeah, you know.
Simba. I'm asking them such questions.
Yeah.
It's very funny.
Yeah, okay, you will look at you like
imagine yourself coming to you.
Buddha, by the way, niaje kupoa mko mkidiscuss vitu zote lakini hii just don't even like smoothen the way. Just go direct to the point. Vitu kama hizo azitakaki zile za niaje kupoa, unaendeleaje and by the way that last year unakumbuka tuko wadogo ulikuwa unafanya hivi, no you don't inakuwa ni aje kupoa, but kule unataka kuuliza la wapi good, yani you hit it and unampea bomb tayari kule. Okay, wait a minute, where is this coming from? Atakulia because no, I just want to know, you know, just high time I know, it's not like it change anything, but I just want to know
actually. But it's okay to know, it's okay to know. And
so okay,
people outside there taking us,
they want to know.
Yeah, it's okay to know your history. Yeah, for
exactly.
Me, where I was born, how, I'm not quite sure of that.
Okay, then
ukasomea, share the link on your status.
Ukasomea wapi?
Oh, now I was at class 1, ndio?
No, class 1, tuanze na baby class.
Baby class. Oh,
shule gani ulienda kwa?
I say the first school was in nursery. Then Susana.
Transition nursery is another watu simi think watu nursery then complex
itself. No, for me it was a different one.
What was another?
Not everyone goes to complex by the way. Others go to St. Bernard's by that time. For those who came earlier before St. Bernard's and Susana was already there, most of them proceeded to Sony Complex, but not all of us joined Sony Complex for one reason or the other.
So that's my nursery. Ulikuwa wasoma nursery, then class 1 ndio ukarudi huko. Why? Mbona mrudi huko Rua? Unasema inaitwa Rangwera Juaka.
Yeah. Mbona Rajuaka? So I went to Rajuaka because I was growing fat. But I used to be fat. You know, it's very funny when someone says that I'm thin today, and can't tell if I was fat or thin. I used to be fat, very fat. Let's say
very fat.
Yeah. Ask those who I was with, those whom I was with. They'll tell you. People like Tommy. Do you know Tommy?
Tommy, no, yeah, Tommy from Jeff's brother.
Tommy. Yes, yeah. This Tommy who comes from Ranjira. This man is dready. I think he's an MC now. There's this boy with the dready, Tommy. He comes from Ranjira. But he lives in town nowadays. Yeah.
I think I know him.
Yeah, we were with him by the way.
If he has dreads, I know him. I believe I know everyone. If he has dreads, clean dreads, I know him.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know the name.
So people like Tommy know very well. I school with but then I went to Sana pre-unit. This child class called pre-unit. I don't know why it's called. But yeah, I have a blockchain memory. Yeah, so that's why I can tell. I was with someone. Do you know Tangi? Alex.
Tangi Alex. I think I've heard the name. Tangi Alex. I know two Alexes in town.
Alex. They have a certain the biggest hardware I think in town. The other side. He's the only son.
I know him. I know Alex. I know him. Okay.
So, and some other people I can't quite tell well.
That is pre-unit, bro.
Yeah.
How many go?
I have a blockchain.
Yeah, blockchain. I don't remember anyone I went to school with. Kutati nursery, pre-unit, I don't.
So while I think it's 207. While in class, that was in Sana still. My class.
207, you're in pre-unit.
No. That is, I think it was the post-election violence. I think was 28. Yeah, 28. No.
December 2.
But for me, I was going with the years. I'm going with the years as they go. I was born in the protocol of years. Like, I started school. I think it's 203, 204. 203, 204. So meaning when class 1 I was in, it was 207. Class 2, as it was. And our class then. People in my class, including the ladies, the boys, but then we were just meant for politics. All of us laughed. Actually, I was going to forget this. I also have a friend of mine called Charlie. Do you know Charlie? Alexander Adams. Yeah, it was my class. A very stubborn man. Yeah.
Another politician.
Then a very stubborn man. So our class was naturally built for politics. We used to hype that ODM thing. Then So from that point, I think we just loved politics. And there's this lady too. I think I can recall. Leslie Judith. Do you know Leslie Judith?
Yeah, Leslie Judith. She's now a model.
Yeah. She's a model.
The tall melanin lady.
Yeah. She's a model. That was my classmate then. And we also schooled with
she dated a friend of mine.
Some big person, not that but then we schooled with
that is how I know her. That's how I know her.
We schooled with
she dated a friend of mine.
We schooled with the daughter to the first MP of this town.
Copy.
Yeah, that was called Mobin Cynthia.
Was she cute?
I can't tell how she looks now.
Ataingia ndani. So let's just go back to training.
So I school with a lot of people, and I can't say.
But man, you can call them, man. I love the fact that you have this blockchain memory where
I used to encounter with the people in different ways, and I'm not that kind of man who likes insulting people. I hate insulting people, because we are all capable in different ways, and we are all incapable in different ways. So I find no joy in insulting people. Even if it comes to altercating, I'll choose to be silent. Someone insults me, then I just choose to be silent, because why? Why should I retaliate?
Okay, so you had to just you had to. Okay.
Yeah, there are things that
me I must retaliate. I must retaliate naturally.
Bring the point of retaliation. Iran retaliated. Israel retaliated. At the end of the day, who suffers?
The retaliator.
The retaliators, because they're the only retaliators. Yeah.
So you must sit yourself down.
They were retaliated. Imagine Israel going to Iran after Iran imetulia. Tuko sawa tu manzi. You are a small nation. Tutoa bomb. Is that our sawa basi bomb? No.
There are time to be silent and a time to talk. Like, let me say that the Kenyan youths, they are not shouting because they want to be seen, but they are sounding their voices out there because silence has already betrayed them. Silence, because you stay silent, you stay suffer. Someone once said that you stay silent, you stay suffer. You talk, you stay suffer. So you choose your suffer. A policeman in Uganda, but he was killed. I think he was killed. a very vibrant vocal policeman in Uganda. He was killed by that regime. So choose yourself.
Your silence.
Yeah.
Choose yourself.
Choose yourself.
Usually you want to sir? Yeah, because at the end of the day, there must be someone down there who is following you. There must be someone down there who doesn't want to see good in you. You're just doing a business, then someone comes. We used to have bullets in primary. I won't mention the name, but there's this boy. He was in class 4, but then I was in class 1. Though we were also bullets then. In class 1 we were also bullets because we used to bully another class 8 short boy called Collins.
Class 1?
Yeah.
You bullying a class 8?
Yeah, we were bullying a class 8 because he was too short by the
Because of God, man. That account you got too short. You could just go and bully.
About to mention the name, he might come for me because nowadays a man. They're big man, but they used to come from Nigeria by the way. But we used to bully him because he was small, very short. Yeah, and we were that height.
Oh yeah.
So we used to bully him. We just enjoying bullying, and you know, it was an easy man. Yeah, easy on people. You bully.
I guess it was just it was just allowing you guys to have fun.
No,
there's
this classmate of mine who was called Steve Biko.
I know Biko.
You know Steve Biko?
Yeah.
And he has commented here. Slovan, my guy, una retaliate kwa studio. Jitokeze ukunywe tear gas nje.
So this person used to make it like nisemeje kwa Kiswahili wanasemaje, like it wasn't easy for Collins every day in school because of Biko. If you know, Susana by then it has two faculties, not faculties, chambers. There's this upper chamber and then this down chambers.